All right, welcome back to the Unpolished podcast. We are now on episode 11, I think. I think we're on 11, so yeah, we're 11 for sure. Today you can tell we're not in the regular studio. We're actually at Hype Fetish's new location.
What's up, guys? Jared D. Catches downtown right across from Rogers Place, 10359 104th Street Northwest.
Yeah, just under that, the Mercer. Is this like the Mercer building?
Yeah, it's the Mercer building. Mercer bar is like right next door to us.
Okay,
so,
because it was kind of strange. So I guess I might as well say this now too. We do have an episode coming up with the Shoe Shine Shack as well. And when we were talking, you guys were saying you're like these new locations and this and that. And then I still saw it was under Mercer, and I was like,
yeah,
I was like, what's going on here?
Yeah,
So,
no, yeah.
I guess I'll just dive right into it. New location, super fucking exciting.
Yeah, it's been crazy busy. Honestly, we opened last Monday, and it's been nonstop every day. People are coming, selling their stuff, buying stuff. It's transactions every day, so I can't really complain. It's been pretty solid.
Yeah,
so far.
for sure. So I guess what is Hype Fetish for the people that don't know? If you don't know, you should know.
Yeah,
So,
you definitely should know. Make sure you come through at some point. So what we do is like, I don't know if you've heard of Round 2 or something like that, but we buy, sell, trade, streetwear, sneakers, all that kind of stuff. So Yeezys, Jordans, all that, Supreme, Bape, all the streetwear brands.
When I first found out about this place, I came to the Shoe Shine Shack to get some shoes, and then I saw you next door, and I'm like, I thought it was just gonna be, like maybe like a Supreme shirt, like maybe some like, man, you got some like pretty heat stuff in here. Like it's crazy in here.
Yeah.
We were discussing before, like there's got to be a decent amount in here, like for value wise. It's a very secure location. Though, from what you're telling me, right? So.
Yeah, and when you first came in, we were just in that little corner over there. Shane, luckily, he gave me the opportunity to actually come in and try stuff. One day I texted him because I was getting shoes cleaned by him too, right? Yeah. I'm like, I have this idea. I don't know if you want to try it out, blah, blah, blah. And we hooked it up, so.
Crazy. Yeah. Kind of helped. So initially you guys just kind of collabed on it as far as like being cost effective?
Yeah, pretty much. He
I
basically just subleased it, and then it was half and half kind of thing because we each got our own bay. I guess it worked out too. So yeah, we just subleased. So
yeah, like from when I first came in here's a really good setup. But like at first thought, because like, okay, you come get your shoes cleaned, and you're like, oh, well, every like sneakerhead is, I guess, your main cup of tea, I guess, but like you can never just have like 3 or 4 pairs. You got to have like 60 like Robin has or more.
Something like that. And it's nice because when me and Shane first started together, his clients would come to mine would go to his. Like it goes hand in hand, the businesses, right? So can't really complain about that.
Yeah, definitely. So now that you guys are in your separate locations, I guess you've probably had a pretty good like reception as far as this new spot.
Yeah, people are like, they're just amazed when they come in compared to the old space. They're like, oh my god, this is like so much bigger. Like, how we didn't even know you had all this stuff extra. I'm like, yeah, I had it literally just sitting in the back. I had to bring it in. We needed more space. So
no kidding. Plus your other storage as well.
Yeah, we had that whole other garage basically over there full of stuff. I kept everything in there, and there's shirts, shoes, all that stuff. So it's nice to get it in here finally.
Crazy. So like, what's like the come up of Hype Fetish? Like, where'd you start?
I started, it was a long time ago.
Just like the typical reseller story?
No, like I used to skate. So in my collection, I have like all the old SBs. Like I'm wearing 2005 Della Souls today, but like I have the Tiffany's, the Stussies, all the OG Dunks and stuff like that. And then once Supreme became a thing, I started, like people were buying that stuff up. So I started flipping that. And then from there it just grew. So I've been doing it probably since I was like 13, 14.
No way. I never knew that. Because like I assumed it started like very small, but I never knew it was that small. That's crazy. And like so far the business has been like fairly good. Like you keep on moving up. There's no like downside I see to it.
No, most businesses.
Future, Jesus.
Yeah, most businesses, they're not profitable even for the first, I don't know how many years they say or whatever.
I think they say 2.
Yeah, whatever it is, something like that. And then I've only just been growing, so there's no slowing down.
Well, clearly you've doubled in size. And how long have you been at this location?
We opened last year, just that half bay, so last October, and now last Monday we opened the full one.
Crazy.
Yeah, so it's been good.
So what's like you're saying, as far as like a personal collection goes, you're more into like the SBs, the dunks?
I'm a dunk guy. I always have been, just because I used to skate.
Yeah.
So I've always been into SBs. I probably have, I don't even know. I have a lot in the collection, a lot of heaters. Yeah. Now people were like, didn't even care about them at first, right? Now
people didn't give a fuck about them at first, and now it's crazy,
bro. And Travis started wearing them, and then boom.
That's what we were saying on our other episode with Robin, talking about kind of more the culture, and you see people like he was saying, and myself, I was selling dunks like crazy
Yeah.
because I had some, and I'm like, these just take up space. I don't wear these. Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck am I doing? And then you're selling for like $100, and then
Yeah.
I'm looking at some of them, they're like $800-$900.
Yeah, I know,
I'm like,
it's fucking crazy.
bro, you're
like,
fucking kidding me?
yeah, like those diamonds I have, they used to be like, they were still quite a bit at first, like 700-800. Now they're $3,000. I'm like, what the fuck?
It's fucking insane.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So, what does your own collection look like right now? Like as far as pairs, like pretty big or?
Yeah, I have I think 60 to 80 pairs. I want to say I've gotten rid of some
Yeah.
that I just don't wear anymore.
Tempted to sell them when you have the business. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And I just don't wear them anymore. I look at them, I'm like, I don't know why I have these, but yeah, dunks. I have some of the OG off whites, some of the newer ones. I'm trying to think what else. No Yeezys. I don't fuck with Yeezys.
No.
Nah.
No.
I have the 750s and the turtle doves, the blacks. That's it though.
Question. Real question. Do you wear your shoes?
Always, bro. You gotta stay
All of
wearing
them?
All of them, bro. Ask anybody that comes in here; they'll see me wear a different pair as much as I can.
Okay, I can confirm that from every time you're wearing a different pair. But some people they have like their diamonds that they're like they
Yeah,
do
no.
not touch, right? So
Nah.
but see, real one.
Yeah.
No.
Well, I used to skate them, so they're kind of already fucked. So I'm like, whatever.
Who's
I'll wear 'em
that?
in the snow.
He's on Instagram. Fucking Bam Margella.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you see him
Yup.
skating some crazy shit.
Yeah, all the time, bro. He got like those new off-white bread 4s, and he's skating them already. I'm like, what the fuck?
He was skating like the Dior Jordan 1s. He was
Yup.
skating like
No way.
Yup. He skates everything
Crazy
he gets,
shit, bro.
bro. And then he like throws them on the ground and shit. I'm
Yeah.
like, what the fuck?
he says his favorite shoes to skate are those like Louis Vuitton basketball shoes.
Yeah. I don't
fucking
know.
funny. He's like-
yeah.
He posted. I saw. It was like I really do this, and it was like 5 different colorways all torn up.
Yeah.
Like,
Nah, he doesn't give a fuck, bro.
no, he's savage.
So yeah.
I respect that.
Yeah, I respect that too. Good for him. But yeah.
So as far as like what you got going on in the store, what are we looking at now as far as like pairs and like the value of like what you've collected? If you don't mind talking about it.
It's like it's an investment, right? So like even
This is technically your collection.
yeah, if
like,
you think about it, I buy all this shit
This
every
is
day,
yours.
right?
You can
yeah.
just close right now. This is
Yeah,
your shit.
literally, this is all my shit at the end of the day. Yeah, it's more of an investment now, right? Like shoes are people seem a stock almost like they're going up in price. Look at the Jordan ones now ever since that documentary.
Oh man, they're all over the place.
Holy shit, bro, that's crazy. Like those turbo greens up there, they were like $250 when they dropped. Like nobody gave a fuck about them. Now they're $800.
That's crazy.
That
See,
Jordan dog.
that's the thing. Like, I remember like parents like saying like even with Robin. If I don't know if you guys watch that one, but like there's where he's talking about how he showed his mom and his dad like, okay, I bought these for so much and I
Yeah.
sold them for this much,
Yeah.
and then like here's the receipt, and they're like,
Yeah,
what? Like
Yeah.
there's money to be made
Yeah.
clearly,
yeah.
but like you still have your personal collection.
Yeah,
right? So
there's
like
some pairs you just can't let go of, and I don't think I ever will. Like they'll just sit in my closet. Even if I'm like 50 years old, man, I'm gonna keep those shits. I
Still
don't care.
dripping.
Yeah, you have to.
You got to. It's essential.
Yeah. Yep.
So I guess going from here, what like do you see any like next steps as far as
Oh,
where you want to
man.
be?
Honestly, the next step probably like we're still growing. Like you see how many pairs are over there right now.
Yeah.
That's like from today and yesterday alone. We're gonna have to probably knock down that wall and then take
Keep going.
3 bays
Yeah.
eventually. That's probably what I'm gonna have
So you're
to
not
do.
leaving this space though.
Honestly, the location's prime. Like
It's sick.
it's nice, right? Downtown, right across from Rogers Place, LRT, McEwen University. You can't really beat it.
Even that, because like I know, as far as like the come up from all the other local shops, they're all in white.
Everything. That's why I chose not to go there. Like I
Yeah.
could have gone there, but it's so convoluted. Everyone's down there and they're doing the same thing. So you got to
Yeah,
change it up.
it's a little much. Like it's nice for. Like it would be nice in like if it was more of like a strip mall or like a mall where
yeah.
you're shopping, but I can't remember the last time I've like walked down white and gone
no, that's what
shopping.
I'm saying, right? And people who come to shops like these, they're coming here for a specific reason. They're not just
Yeah,
browsing.
you're not browsing.
Yeah, exactly. You come to buy something here if you're coming here, right? So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Facts. Unless you've like there's like rare cases where like you've never been here before.
Yeah, and then you come take a look and you're like, oh shit, this is that much? Damn, I don't know.
okay, another question. Did you just start with shoes and then go into like because it seems like you got a wide variety of like shoes, clothing,
Yeah.
like knickknacks almost.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna get slayed for that, but like little
Collectibles.
collectibles.
Yes,
things. Yeah,
yes,
thank you.
yes.
Couldn't find
Accessories,
that
they
one
call it. Accessories, yeah.
So
yeah.
did it start off with just the shoes, or like what came first?
It was well, I used to skateboard Supreme. That was the clothing, and then so I guess I started with that. But shoes have always been the primary go-to, just because it's more money involved in it. So
In the shoes, hey, okay,
Yeah.
that was my follow up question. I'm like,
Yeah.
wonder what kind of like what looks better or does better.
Yeah, it's definitely shoes. Like you pick up, like, look at the chunky donkeys that released or whatever for
Yeah.
$200. Those things are $2K now.
Yeah.
Like it's ridiculous how much money you can make off shoes. I don't think a T-shirt would ever come to those profit margins, but
No, I think like the best I've done on a t-shirt was like the Supreme LV.
yeah,
So I got my hands on two of them,
Yeah,
two
yeah.
of the box
the box
logos,
logos, yeah,
just to sell one to pay for mine.
oh shit.
So like same day, I was like, I picked up mine. It was like, let's just say it's like $700, and I sold one for like $2.
yeah.
So then I made some money, paid for mine.
Yeah,
and then
that's
I'm
pretty.
happy.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's unless you're buying like box logos or something like that, you're not making too much off shirts or
No.
clothing. But
Well, like the more basic stuff, like you can pick up a lot of gear. Like
yeah,
people understand, like, you don't have to spend like a crazy amount
Yeah.
on the gear.
no, you don't. Like you get, I have shirts in here for like 60, $80.
Yeah.
That's not a lot of money for a good quality T-shirt. So
And kind of just like clicked for me. Like we were talking accessories there for a sec. It's kind of crazy to see like as far as like collectors, like you got Cause and you have Murakami
Yeah,
and you have
all
some
that
crazy
stuff.
shit coming up.
yeah,
Like
I know. Yeah, we got some of the Cause dolls coming in, the big figures, the bear bricks or whatever. It just,
Okay.
I have some at home. I just couldn't fit them in here, and it's risky. I was gonna put them up there, but it's risky to put them up there if some guy.
have them
comes
sitting
in.
because you can just grab it and
Exactly.
take
That's what I'm
off.
saying.
Yeah.
Those things are like really expensive. So I have some smaller ones here and there, but
Yeah.
you know,
Which is kind of interesting, like just how deep it goes is kind of where I was going with that. Just like because there's like plush toys and there's figurines
yeah,
and there's
all.
cereals from like
And you know what?
Travis Scott and Fragment and
it's a market in itself. Like all these accessories, like there's
rug.
dominoes. Yeah, freaking rug.
a
bro.
rug.
This thing
Throw
was,
it on the
I don't know
wall.
how much this was, like $250 retail, and this shit goes for 1.2K now. It's fucked.
It's just like nobody knows, but who makes these prices,
I
bro?
don't know, bro. That's the thing. It's what people are willing to pay for it at the end of the day, right? And luckily, I got this for retail, but I know people who would buy that for Gino right now.
Yeah,
So,
facts. Or the
yeah.
other one that like Paisley kind of
Yeah, that one's like 5K.
yeah, it's
That
insane.
is just ridiculous.
For a Nike
bro.
rug.
Yeah, literally for an IKEA rug, bro. That's fucked. Just because that's Virgil stamped on it, but
Well, yeah, that's like anything nowadays.
yeah,
but,
exactly.
how much like do you have to keep a pretty close eye on the market for a lot of this stuff? Like, are you doing like? I understand when you go home, like you gotta have some downtime, but
Yeah.
you gotta be like on the ball.
Yeah,
That's what I find about like even shoes and clothing. Like you gotta be on the
Yeah,
ball. Man.
Yeah, the clothing not so much. Clothing's whatever. I'll set a price for it. If it's moves on StockX or moves in the local market, it'll be whatever. I'll make my money. Shoes, I keep my eye on a little more just because
Yeah.
it fluctuates here and there. But you don't want to have your prices too high because then people just aren't going to buy it. So, you know. But StockX recently they opened up that Canada shop. I don't know if you guys heard about that, but now so that eliminates all the duties and fees and whatnot apparently. So you're
Yeah.
gonna have to people start buying off there if you don't have good
Well,
prices.
well, that's where it gets you, right? Like, cause I was looking on Goat for some stuff this week, and then I go through, and then I'm like, oh shit, this is U.S. dollars.
yeah,
Oh shit, now I'm paying 40 U.S.
Yup.
dollars to ship it.
exactly.
Now when it gets to my door, they're gonna want more money from me.
Yup.
It's
It's-
like-
at the end of the day, yeah, like those duties and stuff, they killed people. Like I know people you bought like off whites or something like that for like rack, they'll charge you like $150 in duties.
Oh, it's insane, man.
Yeah, it's fucked.
See, like that's what I was kind of thinking of now is like kind of answer my own question there. It's honestly like StockX and like StockX Goat and what people are selling it for and
Yeah.
Grailed, let's say,
Yeah.
that determines these prices. But like I don't
Yeah.
think that's fair
No, it's
because like
not.
those companies are like
yeah.
greasing you.
Yeah, they're greasing you heavy. That's why people like the used market here. People come in and bring it, and they'll try to reference it sometimes. And I'm like, oh, I don't really go off StockX for used pairs because it's used, so that
Yeah.
just the value decreases.
And StockX, you
tremendously.
see the first number you see on StockX is like a brand new dead stock
Yeah,
pair
yeah.
in a 9.5.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
with
yeah.
everything with the original box.
Yeah, prime money on it or whatever, and people come here and expect to get that. I'm like,
It's like, okay, so I wore these for a month. I'm a size 15.
yeah,
And it's like, bro. like,
and
what the
yeah,
fuck?
exactly. Yeah, for
What am I gonna
for
do
real.
with this?
Yeah, no, that's why I don't like StockX too much. Not a lot of people that I know personally like buying off StockX anymore because fakes slip through and shit like that. So
Yeah, I've seen a lot of people talk about fake slipping through on
yeah,
that. So.
it's like I don't know. They don't really give a fuck. Sometimes they'll just like open the box, check it, and then be like, okay, whatever.
You see so many of those like memes or like TikToks where they're just like how
facts.
StockX checks it and they just flip the box
Yeah,
off the
yeah,
table. Like
facts, I see
might
that.
as well be.
Yeah, yeah.
But I don't know. So as far as like the current state of like the culture, if you want to call it, like, what are your
It's-
thoughts on it? Because we're like again to reference to our last episode, we were talking more about like kind of how it's dying.
Yeah, it is slowly but surely. Like if you look at Supreme, it's not necessarily dead. People still buy it,
Yeah.
but like.
But now that it's so big, right, and it's so like they drop all the time, and
Yeah.
they drop a lot all the time.
Yeah.
And that's why you can pick up so much stuff for like $20 over retail.
Yeah, exactly. And like I think they just got sold for what, like 2.3 billion?
Yeah,
Something
I
like
saw that.
Yeah, they just got sold for 2.3
So
billion.
you can see that getting even more mass produced
Exactly. That's what I mean. Their company's not in the hands of the original people, so you don't know if they're gonna remake stuff, mass produce stuff. It's I don't know.
And that was some of the, I guess, hype of it, right? It was almost exclusive
that's
and like super draw, like small drops.
Yeah,
I personally like that. Like it's impossible to get stuff, but that's what makes it.
Yeah.
That's the brand. Like that's half the brand
Yeah.
almost, right? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, is to step back to like checking for fakes and stuff. Do you do that personally, or do you have like other people you look out to help you like verify stuff, like like the pawn shows?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Mostly everything I'm pretty good with, just because you see so much of it. Like people bring it by, I'll get it in the store. Like you know what to look for right away. Like Yeezy's easy, but some stuff, some like some older box logos, let's say, someone brings those in, and I'm unsure. I have people that I'll ask, but for the most part, I know.
What, like, have you had any like close calls or somebody like trying to like swindle you like right in front of you? Like,
yeah, people have definitely brought in fakes and straight up been like, "Oh, I didn't know." Like, and I'll look at them and I'll be like, "Bro, get out of my store right now."
You knew.
Yeah, like straight away, and they'll try and make a scene about it or whatever. But
What's like the worst situation you've had where like have you bought a fake and then you've been like, fuck?
in here, I have never bought a fake. I don't think. Maybe
It's been a while.
it's been a long time. Back before I opened the actual shop, I think I bought one before, and it was shipped to me, so I didn't really get the chance to look at it in person. But
Fair enough. They're pretty easy to tell, honestly. Like, I was looking the other week. We saw that fake pair of Fragment ones.
yeah,
They're
really?
so
What was
bad.
that?
Those are Robins again with the
Oh,
Robin, the classic OG
Yeah.
in Edmonton. But after the podcast, he was showing us. He's like, yeah, like I was trying to help my friends sell these, and then he's like, I just knew something was up. Like I looked at it,
messed with them.
and you look, and
Yeah.
the swoosh is like perfectly round on like. I was just like, this
And
is
that's
so
the
bad,
thing,
bro.
Some people, like, there's kids that come in here and they'll try to like resell shit, right? And they'll bring it in, they'll buy it off Kijiji or stuff like that, and they won't even look at it. They'll just think it's real, and they'll bring it to me. I'm like, these are fake. And he's like, oh fuck, like I just spent $500-$600 on this.
That's
shit.
how you could tell probably if they're like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. That's how you. I
they
feel
spent
bad.
the money too, bro.
Sometimes I just feel bad. I'm like, bro. Fuck.
Has anyone called you on your personal stock here for being like kind of like? Has anyone like called you on that?
No,
Like, no.
I don't
Okay,
think.
that's good.
As far as I know, no. I do my best to like diligently check stuff and make sure everything's straight. Even before people buy stuff, I'll check on it just to make sure, right? I don't want fakes going out in the market. It just ruins the culture. So, yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. So I guess like to speak on like again the culture, like it's just the fact that it's so I guess mass produced is my issue with it.
Yeah.
And is that your issue with Yeezys?
Yeah.
That's what I wanted to get back to. is
Yeezy's
what
brick
like, it
now.
seems like you got beef with Yeezys big
Yo,
time.
yeah, Yeezy's brick now. Honestly, if you're a reseller out there, do not buy Yeezys no more.
The new ones
I
are
swear to
trash.
God, yeah, they mass produce them. Like that's what Kanye wanted, though. I think, right? He said that he's like,
He
I
said
want
everyone's
these.
gonna get them.
Exactly.
I want them to be like available.
I'm not like hating on them necessarily because like they're comfortable.
Yeah, crazy.
They're comfortable as fuck. So even your 500s, like I saw you wearing
Yeah.
500s, those things are comfortable as hell.
That's the thing. I only got even like I got the older 350s and then I got the 500s and the wave runners.
Yeah.
But I would never touch any of the new ones. It's
Yeah,
just like,
I know.
I can't do it.
And that's why like the culture is a little shifted now because everyone used to be into Yeezys and stuff, right? Like back when Turtle Love 750s and some of like the OG V2s and stuff released, and now people are going into like Dunks because they're somewhat limited and they're nice. So like you get what's one that just released, like the Spartan Green Dunks?
Yeah.
You've seen those. They're a nice pair, and I have people come in here asking for them, and they just sell like that. So
No kidding. It's kind of funny to see like the shift in it, right? Because it went
Yeah.
from like, I guess I'll put it this way: a year ago, 2 years ago, and I've always been into Jordans.
Yeah.
Specifically, like 1s, 3s, and 4s
Yeah.
are kind of my shit. So,
yeah.
and then I see people, it was a girl I was previously dating, and we were gonna go to New York. She's like, oh, like I want to get like some new sneakers, this and that. I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
just buy some fucking 1s or something. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they're like, no, I don't want that. And then like now I
And
see
now,
girls wearing
yeah.
dunks and
Oh,
ones and this and
yeah.
that. And I'm like, I can't fuck. Like,
Bro,
come on.
Yeah,
like-
ever since that Jordan doc released, the Last Dance, that
Yeah.
shit has.
There's just a little
everyone-
part of me though that's just salty about
Yeah,
it. Like,
I know.
and I admittedly will say that.
Yeah, I know. Everybody, well, like OG heads, like they always loved Jordans, always were in it before everything started to blow up, and now, like, people just buy them because they saw The Last Dance, right? And they won't give a fuck about the actual shoe or the history behind it. They'll just buy it because they think it's hype. So
Well, that's a lot of the hype, right? Everyone
Yeah,
wants
exactly.
to be on get the clout for it and stuff.
Yeah.
What do you see popping off next? Like in your mind, what do you think is going to be the next like big train?
Local or like world? What do you think?
That's
As
it.
far- I guess as far as like, what's the next trend?
Trend
now,
I see.
I call it a trend with the dunks. I'll say that now. Like,
It is a trend. It's not gonna last forever.
no,
So
I think that's because of Travis though.
Yeah, Travis.
100%.
Yeah, always. And then you got people like Kylie wearing them and stuff like that too. But for vintage is starting to pop off a little bit here and there. Not so much in Edmonton yet, but you go to LA or stuff like that. People are rocking that shit heavy there. So I could see that taking over. What else? Even like just modern, like everyday wear. Like I feel like with Kanye releasing that Old Navy collection, I feel like people will start shopping like just H&M blank T-shirts, stuff like that, and then wear a nice pair of shoes. So I could see that taking over, but
But that's like kind of even what I've been like going for lately is like so much of my stuff I've sold. And then you look at like I'm tired of like the big logos. I'm tired of like
I know what
a
you
lot
mean.
of that stuff. I'll usually dress like pretty like conservatively, and then I'll have like a jacket from like Uniqlo and then
Yeah.
like some heat.
Yeah, that's I honestly like my girlfriend used to like hate how I dress, and she still probably does a little bit.
Yeah.
But I've started just wearing like Nike crew necks and basics shit, and then with a nice pair of
Way
shoes.
more minimalist now.
Yeah, it's
That's what a lot of people are going towards.
yeah. Like I used to wear like Off-White and shit, like the heavy branding stuff, and I liked it for a short period of time, and now I started getting out of it. I'll still wear it here and there, but you know,
So like, that's my like. That's exactly kind of what I was gonna get at was like specifically Off-White because I sold a lot of Off-White, and then now me and a friend of mine were talking about this today. How you see like the shops are cool and they're very minimalist and like, but like, do you fuck with what Virgil's doing?
I
don't.
not anymore,
No.
bro. I like at first it was cool, like when you started releasing the shit with like Nike, like the OG collection and stuff like that, and some of the OG pieces like the Caravaggio hoodies and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And now you look at it, it's just they're just pumping the same shit out.
Well, yeah, you see like the first 10 shoes released, well, the 10 specifically,
Yeah.
and it's like, okay, cool, and like, but I don't like how it's just like the same narrative
Always
of like
now.
air,
Yeah, always.
foam.
Yeah.
shoe, like it's like fuck off, man, like
yeah, in quotation marks especially.
Or like another comment like from my buddy today was like, okay, I'm gonna charge you twice as much for a plastic Louis Vuitton bag that you can see all your shit.
Yeah.
It's like what the fuck, like,
I don't understand.
and then they call themselves these like they're these moguls and these creative directors and like I do get it like that they're a mogul from like a certain standpoint, but
Yeah.
like now it's like, bro, you have that much time, that much money, that much resources.
Yeah.
You have these teams surrounding you,
Yeah.
and you like a team of 15 people behind
Yeah.
a desk too, and you can't come up with something better
I
than
know, bro.
air.
Yeah, facts. And the same with his like the Off-White T-shirts and stuff like that. They'll have the two stripes going across them with the thing on top, and then they'll have like a logo on the front or something, and it's all the same shit now. So
Well, like, I guess that's what kind of like popped off for them. Like for me, I found
Yeah.
it like pretty cool, and I was like, oh,
Yeah.
that's pretty sick.
yeah,
It is getting quite repetitive.
Yeah.
I'll agree with you.
yeah.
But I don't know what else you could really do. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you're kind of limiting yourself. Well, yeah, that is the
Yeah.
brand. Like, what do you go? We just gotta have Virgil on the show like that.
Yeah, Virgil,
facts.
going to pull
Yeah,
up,
I
but
know,
like,
yeah, Virgil,
explain
pull
yourself,
up.
bro.
Yeah, facts.
But like that's just kind of what pisses me off is like I get that like that's the brand and that's what it is, but like I like Jerry, like I like Fear of God because
Yeah.
that changes.
Yeah, he changes shit up. Like the essential stuff is all the same stuff, but you know what? Like they don't really go for design more as comfort.
Yeah.
Which I appreciate because if you put on one of their hoodies or whatever you buy for $180, it's comfortable. Like you'll like that shit. So
Well, yeah, I was on like Essence and because I was taking a look at the essentials gear,
yeah,
and it's like it's reasonable, man.
yeah,
like
it's-
for what it
it's
is.
not bad at all. Honestly.
So like I definitely respect him as far as like design goes. I liked his Nikes. I don't know
Yeah.
about you.
Oh yeah, the fogs. Yeah, they're
Yeah,
not bad.
there were some nice ones.
Yeah,
Like a lot of basics. for a while there, he was wearing shit that like I swear only he could wear.
Yeah.
Just like
Mhm.
like 5 foot wide
Yeah.
fucking shirts and
Yeah.
shit. But now like I don't know. I don't have a lot of fear of God, and I've like kind of want to get into more of the essentials. But
Yeah, and that's where I was talking about before, like the vision of just plain basic shit coming into style. Like it's literally a T-shirt and it says essential on it. Like you can't really get more basic than that, and people buy it and they wear it, right? So
There is still like a market for it, but like
Yeah.
minimalist is like there's what else, like a white T-shirt, but
Yeah.
now we're all doing that anyway. So
Exactly.
like,
yeah, exactly.
what do you see starting to get kind of hard to sell? I guess like product wise, do you see kind of like dropping off, or there's an end coming to it because everything's got to come to an end,
Yeah.
right? So what do you got?
Yeezys are still they've fallen off a little bit, but they still sell quite good. But the biggest thing I've noticed is like the Pharrells, the human race NMDs.
Yeah.
Those things do not sell anymore.
there's
and-
jokes I haven't heard of that in a while.
Yeah, they have not. I have those ones sitting up there. I've had them for not too long, but they're still sitting and like they're still pumping up colors, right? Like they just released those triple black ones and they're gonna release triple white, but you know, I don't know. They don't really sell anymore at all. So
I think that's just like an Adidas Nike thing.
yeah,
Nike just seems to do a lot better with it than
yeah.
Adidas and the longevity of their collabs.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Like Nike shoes, even the Dunks, they'll keep pumping them out, but they'll still sell out. Whereas NMDs now, they just sit on the shelf.
Well,
So,
what year did the Blazers come out? Like
Yeah,
that's like an OG like
Yeah.
basketball shoe.
Yeah,
Those are still hot. Like I was
Yeah.
just trying to find like a normal pair at like House of Hoops when it
Yeah.
came out in like
yeah.
a green,
You
and they're just
can't-
like,
yeah.
no, don't have them.
Yeah, those what are they? The 77 vintage
yeah.
ones or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like those. They have clean colorways, like the black and the white and stuff like that. The silhouettes are just nice, and they go with everything, right? So, and then you wear an NMD, and they don't really go with everything. But
No,
They're really hard to wear.
yeah,
those like
exactly.
sock, any like sock design.
Yeah, it's just
essentially.
weird, and you can't wear that out. Like especially in Edmonton in the winter, would you rather wear a blazer or a
Yeah,
piece of fabric on
fuck
your
that.
foot, right? So, I don't know.
What else? Trying to think of. Oh damn! I had a question lined up and I can't remember.
I was gonna say that's kind of funny you say with like the winter versus summer as far as that goes, because I see like I think the number one thing girls just love is boosts.
Oh, 100%.
And I
That and Jordan ones now. Every girl, because of TikTok or
Yeah.
whatever, you see girls wearing these Obsidians. Whenever I get a grade school size in, that shit flies. It goes
big time with the
quick.
Obsidians.
Yeah,
So that's kind of funny you bring up TikTok. You see that influencing stuff a lot.
yeah, I do. Yeah, the styles and trends on there.
hate to
and
see it.
Yeah, I hate to see it, bro. I hate TikTok with a passion. I've never downloaded it. I don't think I ever will. People come in here and they're like, "You should make a TikTok," and I'm like, "No, fuck that.
You'll never sell it.
No, never."
Guaranteed, we'll be in here like 2 weeks from now, and you'll just be like renegading or something.
Bro, fuck
Just-
that shit.
But like, oh, go ahead.
I remember what I was gonna say.
Hmm.
How do you find? What do you? Obviously, COVID had a huge deal to deal with it, but like with your online store, like really popping off now, from what I've seen,
Yeah.
like how do you? Is it pretty even right now, or is it online way more still?
Since I opened this new store, in store has been busier than the online shop, and that's having a store like this with like stuff people can actually hold and stuff. It's nice to have. Online's great though, because even like you said with COVID, selling the shit can be hard, and online people from all over. I have people from Canada, US even. They buy stuff on the website, so yeah, it's nice.
Yeah. So as far as the COVID goes, we see some restrictions coming up where we live
Fuck,
now.
man. I'm scared.
What's your game plan?
Honestly, like
This is under 24 hours. So
yeah,
you
I know. Holy fuck, like
putting you on the spot here.
yeah, literally, like probably tomorrow we were talking about before we started the podcast. This shit's gonna close down. I think what's her name, Hinshaw or whatever. She's gonna close shit down, and I might try and keep open a little bit, but I don't think I can. So everything will be online probably. Website's been closed for the past week just because we're updating it and making it look better. But
Yeah.
should be open tonight or tomorrow night or something. So
Yeah, fair enough. Have you seen like quite a big hit from COVID?
yes and no. People still buy clothing
Yeah.
more so than shoes because shoes cost a lot more money than clothing.
Yeah.
And people don't, with COVID going on, they don't always have the money to spend. So
Fair enough.
Yeah.
And I guess the holidays coming up too. Like a lot of people I've seen are pushing to shop local,
yeah,
which I can get behind for
Yeah.
some.
yeah,
I see the debate for both sides. Like I'm
Yeah.
definitely not bashing local by any means.
yeah,
Like I would never like don't go to fuck like if you're watching this, come to Hype Fetish. You're gonna buy some Supreme.
yeah,
You're gonna buy some Nike. You're gonna buy some hype shit.
yeah,
don't go to fucking StockX. They're
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
They're doing
Exactly. Yeah, they're not going broke
get that.
anytime soon. Yeah.
That being the first time I was ever here, that was the thing that shocked me is like how much stuff I can go up and like touch. Obviously, this is pre-COVID because but like that's the thing that impressed me is like I'm one of those shoppers I love like grabbing, touching, and holding, and be like, okay, like that looks sick, and like because you can only do so much through pictures.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
that's the one thing, you got a crazy amount of like actual stock like in here, and you can see it. It's crazy.
And that's the thing with like even fucking StockX. You don't know what the shoe's gonna look like when you get it. You don't know what the box is gonna look like. It could get fucked in the shipping. Yeah, exactly. And then you get it, and you're like, what the fuck, like.
And you spent all that money. It's like,
Exactly, on
are you
duties
fucking
and shit.
kidding
And they
me?
hand you a box. Like, there's lots of people they tell me, and their box is completely mangled, and they're like, "Fuck!" Like, I spent way too much on this shoe. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
And like, that's the thing though. Like with the quality as well. Like, I feel like a thing that would impact with COVID again is like like with shoes. What my comment was gonna be. So happy you said that because I was watching a video on the Dior ones,
Yeah.
which I'm not a fan of.
bro.
What do you think of those?
They're overrated as fuck.
Overrated as
let me tell
fuck.
you,
Thank you.
overrated as fuck.
Lows are better.
Still good to flip. Yeah, I had
Yeah.
the lows. I actually bought a couple pairs local for like $6K, and I flipped them for like 7.2. But
To pay for
now,
yours?
yeah,
Yeah,
which
there you
isn't
go.
bad money, right?
Been there.
Yeah, exactly. And now they're starting to dip heavy, like the lows even. You can't find a
It's
buyer.
because they made another 5,000 for friends and family.
Yeah, I
which
know,
fucked it
yeah,
up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. The lows, they're like you won't find a buyer for more than like 6.2 now. So
But I found the quality is insane.
it's so. If you look at like, I've seen the highs. I haven't like specifically compared them to a nice leather pair, but like quality's supposed to be okay on them. The details are nice, right? So that's what it is.
I feel like I'm not a fan of them personally. Like overhyped as fuck. Lows are better.
Yeah.
I think the low should be the hyped ones.
Yeah.
I even like the low on the Travis, to be honest.
Yeah, the lows are fire on the trousers. It's just like the details on them. Like the ones are nice, don't get me wrong, but these are just, I don't know. They go with so much more, even like compared to the highs. You can just rock these with anything. The highs are a little bit, I don't know, tougher to wear, I guess, but these are clean. I like those.
That's the thing. You're conveniently putting some of my
heat,
sizes on the table,
heat,
so
yeah.
we'll see if I can get
Buy
out of
them,
here.
Yeah, I got that. Those are the better shoe than these. Though. Don't get me wrong. Those
The
are better.
sales?
Yeah, those
They're
are hard.
sick, man.
Yeah.
Those went up in price too, big time.
Man, it's crazy. Everything he touches just goes
Turns
up
to
in
gold.
price right now. Yeah, Midas
Seriously,
touch.
what can't he do?
Yeah, facts for real.
I like what Travis is doing. That's another like kind of icon, so to speak, that I wanted to get into is like Travis. What's your take on that?
He's like, it's hard to say. Like I like him a lot too, like you said, but now it's getting to a point where it's just getting too much. Like guys collaborating with what, McDonald's?
Yeah,
like,
that was a little overhyped as well. I was like, yeah, I can't.
I know. Fuck, yeah, what the fuck? Like he had his own burger, bro. And it's just a quarter pounder with what, some extra cheese or some shit on it?
And bacon.
Yeah, whatever the fuck it was, bro. I'm like, what the hell is that?
Do you want to kind of, I guess for the people that don't know, what do you got on the table here?
So these
what's
are,
your favorite?
you know these guys. Travis Lowe's, pretty clean. Size 13 though, your size like you said. Now these are a grail. Like I have a pair of these in my collection. I'll never get rid of them. Probably one of my favorite shoes ever made. But Sean Witherspoon 97s, Air Max 1s.
That's crazy.
And then Air Force One Travis Sales, super clean. Wow, you don't see these in like this condition. Always the canvas gets fucked so quick. But these are super clean.
Damn, that's pretty neat. I don't know too much about shoes, obviously, and Jacob's a little bit more experienced than I am. You're always on the hunt for. You always see stuff coming in, even on your IG. You're always like, I got some more stuff going up on the website. I'm like, oh my god, like this guy's gonna need like
day, bro.
a like what are you having trouble finding? I guess is there anything that's like on your hunt list right now?
Edmonton doesn't like. They don't get the off-whites as much as the States, or like all the more hype shoes that you get like better profit margins on is like off-whites and shoes like this or shoes like this, and they don't come around too frequently. So when you see a pair, you want to snap them up. But
so I guess without giving too much away, where do you get most of your gear?
people bring it in.
Bring it in, yeah.
That's always like pretty much number one. And then if you're looking for something specific, like I source pairs for people too. But you go on Facebook, you can always find a pair on there. And then
when you need to find it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Facebook's great for
Collectors,
because there's all over Canada. If you're in these sneaker groups and stuff like that, you can find anything really. And then low key, a sleeper is people sleep on Kijiji.
Yeah, facts.
Kijiji, yeah,
Big time.
people sleep
It's
on it.
funny story. So on Kijiji, I got a pair of UNC ones for $100 dead
Jeez,
stock, and I got a
jeez.
pair. So it was the UNC ones, the infrared 97s
Yeah,
for $150. I think I
Jeez.
spent,
That's
and then
crazy.
and then I wish I kept them because they went up so much in
Oh,
price.
bro.
Because
So
I got the Wave Runners plus 500 cash.
holy shit.
That's a good deal.
That's a straight.
That's
Yeah,
that's a steal.
Yeah, that's a steal.
Like I can't complain.
Yeah.
But then I look at the prices now and I'm like, I kind
Yeah.
of wish I grabbed them.
Yeah, I think my biggest come up off Kijiji, I bought like 3 pairs of UNC one highs for $250 each probably, and then I sold them last Boxing Day for only like $600-700, and now they're at like fucking $1,400. I'm like, fuck.
You always see that. The grass is always greener.
Yeah, facts. It is what it is. You make your money, right? But kind of the market goes up, especially with that Jordan documentary. Fuck, everything gone up. So
Seriously, because a buddy of ours did he get them from here? The Chicago ones? Or where'd you pick those up from? From another.
Yeah.
He picked them up for he picked up those Chicago ones for I think like $400.
jeez, really?
4 or 5. I'm gonna say like I want to say 500
Holy
Pre-
crap.
pre-documentary.
Yeah.
And I was like, what, like 1,200?
Now it's easy money. The 15s especially instead of the 13s, those things are crazy.
Shit's insane, bro.
Yeah.
All right, so I guess that essentially wraps it up for what we wanted to get through for today. Might have to see a part 2 on the way once you guys
Yes.
knock down some walls in here and have
Yeah.
some fun.
Yep.
You'll just end up taking this spot over. I
Yep.
can see it happening.
Yep.
But I guess any last things you wanted to speak on?
Yeah, make sure you guys come through the store. Like I said, it's a lot of unique shit in here that you won't see every day, let alone in Edmonton. It's crazy that we have stores like these now, which is nice. But yeah, come through, check it out, and buy some stuff. So I guess support local.
Don't pay duties.
Don't pay duties.
Don't
yeah,
pay US
number one.
dollars. We're Canadian out
Yeah.
here. We're paying Canadian dollar.
Yeah.
No duty in your hand
Nothing.
today.
Yeah, just don't fuck yourself over and come shop here.
Yeah, for real. And then I guess as far as you can find you on Instagram at
At Hype Fetish, HYPEFETISH. Pretty
perfect, and that's
self-explanatory.
kind of your primary
Yeah,
social media.
Everything I post every day goes on there. I don't have Twitter. Don't really fuck with Twitter anymore. And yeah, I have Facebook too, but I don't really use that too much.
And you're pretty responsive on DMs too. I
Yeah,
assume.
honestly, that's a lot of people come here and they're like, "Oh, you're other compared to the other stores, like you'll actually reply to me and give me numbers
Yeah.
and shit." I'm like, "Yeah, okay, nice."
Because there's a few stores still out here in the city that I haven't heard back from. So
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
We'll see how that goes.
Self-explanatory right there. So
and then I guess look out for that Shoe Shine Shack episode. That's gonna be coming up
it's gonna be
soon.
good too.
That's
for
gonna
sure.
be a good one. That
Yeah.
store's looking insane, bro.
It's a nice ass store in there too. Shane did a really good job with his team in there, and everything looks nice. It's a good store.
It's crazy to see like the growth.
Yeah,
Because I wish you guys could see the whole space. I'm definitely gonna run some B-roll stuff, but I came in here prior to when you guys were doing these renovations.
Yeah.
It's crazy to think you guys were even sharing this space.
yeah, I know, man. I don't know how he honestly did it. Like
I'm looking around and I'm like, where was it?
Yeah,
Like-
for real, bro. I was in that one little corner with some shoes in a corner originally and some shirts, and that was it.
And now it's all
this.
you.
Yeah, now it's this. So can't really complain.
So yeah, big things to come. Shoe Shine Shack coming up, and then we're gonna be linking up with I think Pure Executive Auto,
Nice.
Posh. We got some
Oh,
car.
Posh is,
Yeah,
yeah, he shops with me too. He has some dope ass car.
he's
bro.
got some
Damn,
sick shit
yeah.
on the go.
Yeah.
So we're definitely gonna be getting the car talk going. As you know, we got quite a bit of variety here. So
Nice. It's good to hear.
Daniel, any last comments?
Somebody buy me some shoes. I need some shoes.
Christmas is coming. What size are you?
11.
Size 11.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Anything size 11, you can send it to our PO box.
Free of
But anyways,
charge.
yeah, stay tuned for that. Check out Hype Fetish. Come check out the store. Say what up. Buy some new gear.
Yeah. Even if you don't buy shit, just come say hi.
Just come take a look.
Yeah.
You
it's
love to
fine.
see it.
Yeah. Word.
Well, anyways, that just about wraps it up. So, peace.
Take it easy, guys.